Hi, this is Ron Edwards, Master Sommelier and Director of Wine Education for Winebow Fine Wine and Spirits. Really excited to taste a great wine from Sicily today. Sicily is part of Italy. It's right in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. It's actually the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea. A little closer to Africa, actually, than most of Italy, and it's a very unique place. In Sicily, there is this marvelous appellation known as Etna DOC. Etna is on the lower slopes of Mount Etna, on the eastern, north, and south-facing slopes. And we're going to actually delve into one of the small areas called Contrade, or Contrada for singular, for this wine. This wine is Cantine, Nicosia, Monte Gorna, Contrada. And it is 90% Nerello Mascalese and 10% Nerello Cappuccio, and it falls under the Etna DOC. So Etna DOC allows for these groupings of vineyards, hamlet perhaps would be a good way to call it, called Contrada, and all of them together are, the plural is Contrade. So this comes from one of those single areas facing southeast at a, ranging from 700 to 750 meters above sea level, so that would average out at about 2,300 feet above sea level. And the Contrada is called Monte Gorna. So let's find out what it's about. Well, a little bit of information up front. It sees some barrique, but only for about 6 months. And then it's 6 more months in large oak cask, and then 6 more months in bottle before it's released. This is the 2019 vintage. I love how the first thing that comes out is sort of salumi. It's salty, a little meaty, it's dried cherry, dried cranberry. Then there's this sort of cross between fresh and dried rose petals, a little bit of violet underneath. There's even a part of the nose that smells like soy sauce. Red plum comes to mind. And then after that, it smells dusty. It smells like it's going to be prickly on the palate. There is a little bit of oak nuance, just a little thread of vanilla. There's a distant aroma of baking spice that probably along the line of clove. There's a dried oregano and bay leaf sage kind of combination for the herb. And I think it smells delicious, so we should taste it. It is wonderfully mouthwatering and drying at the same time. It's prickly and dusty. The tannin is very present, but it's not hard. It's powdery. And the beautiful tartness of the wine just sort of washes over it, and it just keeps going in between dry and wet, dry and wet. Beautiful. The first thing I tasted was actually this mix between roasted coffee beans and bitter chocolate and tar, the smell of tar in the summertime. Then it moved into the dried fruits and fresh fruits. So on the palate, it was both fresh cranberry and dried cranberry. It was tart cherry. It had that red plum skin-on kind of flavor profile. I would definitely say that there's this sort of raspberry kind of profile to it. And it has a purity that then leads into that herbal side. Well, actually, it comes out of that initial very savory side, then into the fruit, then it goes back to the salty and herbal. Let's taste it again. I really love that sort of coffee espresso note that's in this wine. There's also a potpourri note, a dried orange peel. There's definitely that smoky, salty, volcanic thing that comes across very clearly in this wine. And it just keeps going. The finish is really long and beautiful. If you like great Sangiovese wines, Brunello Montalcino, Chianti Classico, Riserva. If you like Barbaresco and Barolo, if you like wines like Gevrey Chambertin and robust Pinot Noirs from around the world, you are going to love this wine. It is very Italian in its approach. It belongs on the table with food, but I'm enjoying it completely without food right now. Go out and find a bottle of Cantine Nicosia, Monte Gorna, that's that single Contrada, 2019, Etna DOC.